Hey guys, on the MoP beta right now, I was going to show you how Pet Battles is going and the strategies that I've come up with so far for PvP against other players. So, first thing to show you is to open up your pet interface. It is Shift P, or it's this button down here, and so this is your mounts and pets and tabs. You switch over here for your pets. So these are the three pets that I've chosen, and I will talk through why I've chosen these three so far and what the sort of build I'm going for, I guess, as we get into a battle. So let's queue up. Thing to note is that the queuing system is pretty messed up right now, where it's supposed to queue up against teams that are similar in level to you, but sometimes there's like a 10 level discrepancy between other teams. The cap is 25 right now, so if I get someone who is significantly lower than me, they will probably just quit. Let's look at this guy. He is level 19, level 15, level 14, so he'll most likely stay. So I'm going to use my Nether Fairy Dragon first. So he's going to go with his Moonkin Hatchling, and I'm going to use my just primary attack on him first. And he's using his Cyclone, which AoEs my side pets for 5 turns along with the one I have out. So I'm just going to go with my primary attack again, see if we can whittle him down. He has stunned me for 1 turn. So since I can't do anything, I can either switch or pass. So I'll pass so that I can get my next turn. And the reason why his health is going up, you might notice, is as a humanoid, his passive abilities, he recovers 5% of his health every time he attacks, which includes every time the Cyclone hits. So if it hits all 3 of us, he gets healed for 15%. Just gonna keep just trying to kill this guy off. I should get him on this next turn. Oh, he's switching to his Fell Flame. So right here I'm going to use my next ability, Life Exchange. It's basically a Spirit Link totem between my Fairy Dragon and his Fell Flame. So he takes damage and I get healed up for some. So back to my primary attack, and that has a 5-turn cooldown, as you can see. So I think I'm about to die on this one, so I'm going to Moonfire to change the weather effect, and that increases all healing received. And you'll see why I chose that. So I'm going to use this Fairy Dragon until it dies. Oh, he switches Moonkin Hatchling, and that's dead now. You see he does a /cry emote while I cheer. So, I'm going to get this one too. And the yellow box around here with this thing, that's just to show which one has the higher speed. Oh, he fled. So, that was a pretty easy battle. Let's go for another one. The queue times are pretty quick. It's only about a minute or 2. But yeah, doing PvP battles, it will give you experience, and as you saw there before, I did get a significant amount of experience for that. It's because of the difficulty bonus, and you get a difficulty bonus if your pet defeats another pet that's higher level than him. So, because he had a level 19 and I killed it, I got a difficulty bonus. And you do not get any experience if they flee right away. You only get experience if you win, and you get experience for the number of pets you've killed on the other team. So if you lose and you still killed something, you don't get anything. Oh, it's the same guy again. Oh, he fled right away. What a little pussy. And it's glitched out and it's not teleporting me back, so I'm going to log out and log back in real quick. That should fix it. Because currently, right now, you can't move if they quit right away. You're basically stuck in place. You can turn in a circle, but you are stuck there and you can't cast any spells. So let's log back in. Here we go. We'll just do a couple battles, and then I will show you wild pets and how to catch them. I may have to make this into 2 videos. The thing that bugs me about it is, I don't know if you guys noticed, but when I queued up, the text for you've queued for a pet battle is in red, as if like there's an error or something like that. Whereas queuing for dungeons and raid finder is in yellow text. You may notice that I'm out here in Duratar, and the reason is if you try to queue while you're in Org, your character, your actual toon, will fall to their death through Orgrimmar and die before the battle starts. This person might leave. They have a level 12, a 12, and a 12, so they're probably going to leave because they see that I have 17, 17. Yep, see, just fled. And 18. So it's pretty common to see. Because I wouldn't blame them either. It's a 5 level. See, right here, cute red text. PvP also doesn't actually do damage to your pets, so entering a battle automatically enters them at full. The only thing it requires is that your 3 pets have to actually be alive in order to queue up. If they're dead, you have to go revive them. And to revive them, you have this 15-minute cooldown that'll heal them up and revive all of your dead ones. And the other way to heal them is to go to a stable master and pay 10 silver. And that's pretty good. They made stable masters actually useful for classes other than just hunters. The other thing about that is they probably should be putting more stable masters in game, because when you're out in the world, some zones don't have stable masters, like Ungoro Crater. I was there leveling earlier, and there's no stable master there. So what I had to do is, he's probably going to leave an 8, or is that, that's a 6, 7, and an 8. Yep, they fled right away. Man, it's not fun being high level. You don't get to fight as many people. So yeah, the actual arena where you fight at for the pet battles is right over here. It teleports, and this is like right actually where I've been fighting. And basically the arena where you fight is based on the zone you're in. Some zones share arenas, like I was in Tenaris earlier and I was queuing up and I was getting teleported to Uldum to battle. And the Orgrimmar one is the broken one, so we don't go there. So just waiting for the other person to accept. See? Probably gonna leave. Yep, here we go. Let's try one more, and if we don't get it, we will go 16, 15, 14. He might stay. So I always like to start off with my Nether Fairy Dragon. It's a good defensive choice. And he's going with his Seagull. And wow, it's pretty low health on that Seagull for level 14. He probably hasn't caught a high quality one. It's probably either a common or a poor. So he's using Cyclone just like that Boomkin did or whatever. It's a pretty widely used ability I've seen so far here on beta. And as you can see, this little green arrow here, that means this ability is super effective against that other opponent, but I'm not going to use that just yet. Switch into his Moth. So I'm gonna whittle it down a little more, and then I will switch to show you guys my other pets. This is one of the most OP abilities he's using right here, is Mothballs. Basically a giant volley of attacks, and it's supposed to be a high miss chance, but it hardly ever misses. Probably needs to get fixed. So we're going to use Moonfire. So it does magic damage, and for 10 turns it adds a weather effect. And the weather effect is Moonlight, and that'll increase all healing received by 100%. And see, he just used Cocoon Strike, which makes him able to block the next attack, and he goes last. So I'm going to switch right now to my Lost Lordron. You can catch these outside of Undercity, and they're pretty good. And you'll see why I have this Moonlight ability, the way they work. So first I'm going to use my first ability, is Siphon Life. It's basically a dot that you put on the enemy pet. So he's switching to Critter, this Critter type here, because that's strong against undead, but it doesn't matter. It really doesn't for me. And so Siphon Life, it's a dot, and each time it ticks, the amount that it does in damage, I get healed for that amount. And so while I have that dot up, my ability that I'll be spamming is Absorb. It's just a melee strike that heals me for 100% of the damage it does. So as you can see, I can just keep myself alive for a very long time. So I got 6 more turns on Moonlight. So he's used he's got the Adrenaline buff here from his Adrenaline Rush ability. So that increases speed, so he gets to attack first. He just used Burrow, so he's going underground, so he's untackable for this turn. It's basically the same thing as Dig from Pokemon. So he's probably going to switch, so I'm going to put a new Siphon Life out. Yep, he's switching, so there goes the Siphon Life. It's right on his new pet. And see, he's flying. The passive for that one is that they gain 50% extra speed if they're above 50% health. So as soon as I get him below 50%, you'll see that his speed will drop significantly. So now it's at 175. And now I've got the top speed now. So the other thing that I really dislike is that if people leave, you don't get credit for, or well, you don't get experience from actually defeating their opponent. So basically, my Lost Lordron is basically unkillable right now. So I'll show you my last pet right here, because I might not get a chance to show you it. This is the Curious Wolvar pup from the the Orphan Children's Week. That's what it is, Children's Week. So the ability I just used right here is Snap Trap. Basically, for 10 turns, it puts this trap, and every time they attack, it has a chance to trigger it. And when it triggers, it does a high amount of damage, and it'll stun them for 3 turns, which is pretty big. And wow, he's pounding me. So it's basically a random chance whenever an attack occurs. And so the other ability I just used was Punch. It's just a basic melee attack. So my third ability here I'm going to use really quickly to hopefully save my life. Nope, couldn't get it off. Oh well. That Mothballs is really OP. So we're just going to slice and wind it down. Hopefully you get to see that trap snap on him. Probably not. I'm going to kill it this turn. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, there's a Lua error from that. I don't know why, but whenever... it's leveled up. Whenever Snap Trap closes like that, you get this Lua error. It doesn't do anything, doesn't crash my game or anything like that. But you can see it did a significant amount here, 473. It's a lot. So, let's go find some wild pets really quick. You can see them on the mini-map. I don't know if you saw that green footprint. That's the symbol for a wild pet. Someone's probably battling it. You'll see more when we get... we're going to a zone I haven't been to yet. We're going to Blasted Lands really quick. Just because that's right around the level that my pets are at. So, where's that portal? Okay, here we are. So now we are just going to roam around and wait till we see a little green thing on the map. And for PvP battles, when it starts, you can select which one of your pets goes first. But for the PvE, when you're fighting wild pets, it's always whoever's on the top of your party, just like basically Pokemon. So PvP you get a choice, PvE you don't. Where are the wild pets? Should be some here. Oh, there's one. A fire beetle. So where is it? It's right there. You can see it right under that boar. It's got the little green symbol above his head over there. You can see my cursor's grayed out right now, but the distance in which you can click them is actually pretty far. So, it's a little 16. And the way it works is pets that are level 5 or higher will have a second pet battle with them, and the ones that are level 15 or higher, well, there'll be a third pet to battle with them. So, just something to note. So, we're going to start off with a trap, because it's always nice to have a random proc in there. So, the third ability I want to show you before I will show it to you next turn. It's a Whirlwind. Basically, it's just an AoE spin on all of the whole party. And each time it hits, because my Wolvar Pup's a humanoid, it heals itself for 5% for each hit. So it's a good 15% heal. And that has a 2-turn cooldown. And so for wild pets here, I can mouse over them and I can see their stats. And the way you can tell if a pet is a rare quality is based on how significantly high their stats are compared to their level. So you can see this one has 1.2k, but this one only has 950 total health. So you can see the big difference between these two Scorpids. It's the same pet, same level, but there's a huge difference in the quality. Oh, there goes the trap. Lure error again. But yeah, it's dead, but it's stunned. So he's a critter, and critters, with their ability, is they have a higher chance to get out of CCs. So basically, if they are stunned, it reduces their stun by 1 turn. And so you can see here that my punch is not very effective against beast types like the Scorpid. So it's not too big of a deal. It's stunned for 3 turns. And the way the AI works right now is when it's stunned, on its next turn, it switches out. So you can see it says weak there. That's to show that mine is not as effective. But for my pet being 2 levels higher than them, it doesn't really matter. So it's... now this one's stunned, so on its next turn, it's going to switch out. There you go. But when this one switches back in, it still has my stun that I had on there previously. So now, they're just going to keep switching back and forth, and I'll get a free hit on each one until one of them's dead, like that. So now, this next one, we'll switch in. And should kill it next turn. So now he's free, but I get the first attack, so it doesn't matter. And see, there's my experience reward right there. So let's go find another one. See if we can find something interesting. What's over in this weird forest? Might be some out here. Yeah, the thing is, some zones have hardly any wild pets in them, where others, there'll be like huge groups of them. It's really weird. I think they should probably fix that so that it's more even throughout. Oh, there's one. Scorpid. There we go. It's level 16. Yeah, these are all probably poor quality or lower. Yeah, probably commons are poor. Just look at there. It's only got like 800, 950, 900. So, not worth capturing. When you see one that's significantly better, you'll just know when you see it. Trap snapped right away. That was good. It's gonna switch out, and the way they always switch out is it always switches out from the pet that's out with the one that's to the bottom right first. And if that one's dead, it'll switch to the top right. It's very predictable order, so you know which one's coming next. So he just used a sticky web on me, so I can't swap this one, but it doesn't matter. And so you can mouse over wild pets, and you can see that the abilities that they currently have. You can see these scorpids have different abilities here, and I'll show you how that is after this battle. Oh, that one's snapped shut. So let's put another one out here. So he comes back and he's still got his nice little stun on him. Let's do our AoE. See, it's just going to keep switching back and forth. Oh, so that one died, and every time it dies, I cheer. Let's go to my Lost Lordron. He's a level behind. Let's get him caught up. So let's see, switching with this one now. Let's get a dot on him. Trap snapped on him. That's good. Killed it. Oh, I missed. Wow. The hit chance on them isn't 100% for abilities. It's, say 80% chance to hit on a pet that's your level. If the pet's significantly higher level, its hit chance is affected. You can see now that this Scorpid got his passive buff. It's from Beasts. So he does extra damage when he's below half health. So you have to watch out for that sometimes, because some of the passives are pretty strong. Like my Undead here, it's pretty good. When it's killed, it returns to life for 1 turn. So with him, if I can heal him up before they can kill him again, then he's good to go. But it only happens once per battle. I was going to show you abilities and why some pets have different abilities. Well, you can see here, I'll use this albino snake for an example. He's at level 1, starts out with his first ability. Level 2, he'll get his second. And then at level 4, he'll get his third. And the way it works is, I'll show you on my Wolvar pup, is that each slot has 2 choices. Basically, it's like a tier. And so I have other choices here that I can use, but the ones I've chosen are for strategy reasons, of course. So their third ability is usually around 4 or 5-ish. Some of them it's different, I think. No. Yeah, that one's 5. That one doesn't get his next ability until 3. So yeah, that's basically pet battles in a nutshell. If I come up with any other strategies, I will show you guys. See you later.